Uh, I'm Rachel Osborne, and I'm here with Megan Flores and Sydney Bailey. And we're going to be talking about Kim Kardashian. And I guess the latest news today is that she is having a surrogate carry her third child. Her first two, she delivered naturally, so she had them herself. But the third, she has a surrogate, and we're going to be discussing like our opinions about it. So, Megan, what do you think about that?
I mean, I don't know. I think if she can have her kid, why not do it herself?
Yeah, some believe that either she's doing it because she doesn't want to mess up her image, like she makes her money off the way she looks. So is it really messing up her body, or does the doctor say that she just can't carry the child? Like, I feel like she might say that she can't carry it because it's not healthy for her anymore. But is that the truth? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that that's the truth.
Yeah, I don't know that I would believe that's the truth
because she had her first two naturally, so then...
Right. I mean, they did say that she did have problems with her second, but, I mean,
Didn't she have... Wasn't her first kid, like, a C-section?
I'm not sure, actually.
I'm not sure. I thought it was, and then the second one, I don't know, but...
Yeah, I just feel like since she's such, like, a popular celebrity, and it really is just about her image and the way that she looks, and she's so into the way her body looks.
Yeah.
And...
I know there was a lot of, like, problems, how she was, like, saying, like, she was too big.
Yeah.
The second one, like, the second pregnant, like, she was, like, way out there.
Yeah.
So
and she wants to be seen as someone who is, like, the perfect image, and she may not have felt like she was. So I just feel like she may be portraying to other people that it's because of health, and the doctor says you shouldn't because you may, not be able to have the child, or it may cause complications with yourself and whatnot.
That's true. But on the same topic, kind of, would you guys ever do that, have a surrogate?
It just would depend. Like, it's really...
I feel like it would depend. Like, if I absolutely could not, like, I feel like even if there's a chance that... I feel like if there's a chance that I could not have the child, then maybe I would think about it. But if there's a chance that something would happen to me, I feel like I would still go through with it. Maybe it wouldn't be that bad. And if I just couldn't have my own child, I don't think I would have a surrogate, because there's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's like more money you'd spend.
How much money do they...
I heard Kim Kardashian's paying like $40,000 and like maybe more.
I'll have her kid.
Yeah, to just hold the kid.
That's crazy.
That is, yeah. That's just a ton of money on top of what you'd have to spend, like doctor's bills anyways, after the kid's born, like all the stuff you'd have to
Is that including the hospital fees? Like,
that is me paying you to hold my child for 9 months.
So then after you still
because
have
all
to
the
pay
complications
like doctor
that come
fees
with
and
it,
stuff.
like being ill and getting bigger, and the complications that can cause on your own body. That's just
that's crazy. I don't think I would do it at all. Like,
I don't even think. Would you even become a surrogate?
No.
Considering how much money. I would think about it. I've seen people that like if their daughter couldn't have kids, the mom would hold the daughter's child.
That's weird.
I've seen that.
Kind of.
I know it's yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I would, like, if I couldn't have, I'm really big on adoption.
Yeah.
So, I don't think I would pay someone to have a kid. Because I feel like there's other things that could go with that. Like, what if that person, like, they're pregnant, it's their child.
Yeah.
Like, what if they become attached?
Child, yeah.
Like, and then, like, you can't really say anything. You can't be like, oh, yeah, that's my kid. Like, they can back off, or they can, I don't know, some people think they'll have some parent rights, like, they'll say, like, well, it's my kid, so I think this is the best.
Yeah.
But Kim Kardashian, how old are her other two kids?
I think
the oldest is probably, like
right?
5.
Yeah.
And the other one's maybe
2, 3, maybe?
Yeah.
Around there?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't do a lot of research about it, but I mean, it could be complications, like why she's doing it, because.
But I wonder what are the requirements for her, to have someone hold her child. You know what I mean? Like I feel like to hold a celebrity's child, you have to watch that person all the time.
Yeah.
Like you would almost have to be with them 24/7. You wouldn't want anything
to happen.
Them just to be like a normal person, just off on the streets, at risk.
Yeah.
Because she's at risk if she's just on the streets by herself. I mean, and to know who the surrogate is and like if they're holding that child, like.
But I mean, Kim Kardashian, she probably would have them like in her house, or have her like get
so
her
I wonder
house.
like if she knew the person, if she knows the person, or if she just found it. Like, what if there are people that are just like their job is just to be a surrogate? Like, could you imagine? Like, that's just.
That would be
these
crazy.
People
though,
are designated.
You have to have
hold children.
Yeah, like.
And that is just their job.
That's crazy for like.
I feel like it can come to that though, because people are so into like the way that they look that even though if you're a woman, you're like, I don't want to have to hold my child and have to bear my body like that. And
yeah.
But do you agree with that though? That
I don't know, because I feel like as a woman, like that's almost like something no one else, like men cannot do.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like a privilege, because like, your body goes through those things that it's like really tough and it shows how strong you are, or whatever. But I feel like
it's natural. Like it's
what you're supposed to do.
Like, yeah, basically, kind of, like, it's.
You don't have to, but we're, like, built. So if you could have your own kid, you should probably have your own kid.
Now, the thing is, if, like, for surrogates, is she using, like her eggs or Kim's eggs?
Kim's eggs.
Kim's
so they,
eggs,
like, in like, a Petri dish, they make it up and they just stick it in your body.
That sounds awful.
Because it'll get her genes.
I mean, I don't know. That's not in every case. Because I know some people, they like pick the sperm and it's like that person's DNA and you just go like that. But I know, I mean, it costs a lot of money, I'm sure.
But say she did have complications, do you think that's right though, if she could do that? If like she can't have the baby herself, do you agree that she should, or she can have a surrogate?
I mean, yeah, if like she really can't have it, like if she's like, if it really is health problems, then I think it's acceptable for her not to carry her own child and have.
I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with her not, but it just for the right reasons,
Yeah.
Is it the right reason?
Yeah, I don't know if she is. I don't know if she's doing it for the right reasons. Maybe that's what she's wanting people to believe.
Could be, but.
I wonder how she's with Kanye, right? Are they together?
Yeah.
I wonder what his views are about that.
Yeah. I don't know. He's not like in the show that she's on, like the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. He's never really to be seen, so you don't know much about his opinion on things. Because I'm sure they talk about that kind of stuff on the show, but he'd rather not be seen or heard of.
I feel like you wouldn't be able to do it if both parties are in agreement, you know, like.
And I'm sure if it's for her health, that he would be fine with it because they want to expand their family. They've talked about. I wonder how her kids would feel about it though. Like, oh, mom, you're having the daughter. Like she's already seen her brother come out and her mom be huge, and then now he's out, and now there's gonna have another kid, but they're like, well, where did he come from?
She's gonna be like,
that's not right. Something's wrong. I feel like that would be really weird as a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because then you don't like. It's like, oh, she was big before, and then now it's kind of like, oh, baby just showed up.
And I wonder how it would work if like something went wrong and that woman lost the child. Like, would she still be paid for it? You know, like paid, like compensated for some, not all, maybe not like 9 months worth, but like enough.
I think depending on how long she like carried it or how long it has been.
I feel like regardless, if you had lost the baby, you still put your body through something like that.
Yeah.
So you'd have to be.
Because I know like people that have miscarriages, like if you have a lot of miscarriages, then it gets to a point where you like just can't have kids. Like you can't. So
Yeah.
But I think at least like to be a surrogate, they'd probably inspect you have to have a complete full
right. But
health
isn't
check.
like what you just said? I've seen a woman on TV where she's been trying to have her own child, and she wants to like have the child like hold it in her body for 9 months and have it, but she's had miscarriage after miscarriage, like almost up to like 15, to where like she's almost like 8 months, maybe 7, and she's going into labor. And this is like she usually loses the kid before this or like right around this time, and she's going into labor. Like I just don't feel like that would be right. Like your one chance to have your own kid, yes, but like how many miscarriages do you have to have? Like how many kids do you have to lose before you realize your body can't do it for that 1 in a million chance that you actually do have your own kid, and the chances that it comes out like with problems.
That's crazy.
Because like if you know, like how you said, like so many miscarriages, your bodies can't do it anymore. Like why keep trying after so many times? Like there are other options like a surrogate or adoption.
Wow.
But I mean, I feel like with her money though, like it's not
Not an issue.
getting a surrogate.
Yeah.
For her getting a surrogate, it's not.
Yeah. I guess I haven't heard like many celebrities like doing that.
The only one I really know about, just like kind of reading recently, was Tyra Banks. I didn't even know she had a kid.
I didn't know she had a kid.
Like you don't really hear much about surrogates because I obviously never saw her pregnant. So
Right.
The situation with this, I didn't hear. Like you're the one that told me about the Kim doing it, but I haven't seen anything like.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything either on it. Like not until you said it. I didn't really.
Yeah. I mean, she's a hot topic to talk about, so it was like on shows I watch and whatnot.
Do you watch her show?
I have watched her show. You don't want to be someone who's into that kind of thing, like watching it.
But it kind of like
TV. But it's like once you start watching, it's like you want to know their life. But I don't really care to know their life. So when I found out about that, I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting though. Because I'm kind of surprised they're still together, Kanye and Kim. To be honest, like I feel like they're like meant for each other, like the way they are.
Yeah.
But it's just weird that you see a celebrity that's like really connected to the point where they're like together.
That's true. I
mean,
feel like their personalities just match. Like it's weird. It's a weird.
Yeah.
But I feel like they probably did have mentioned it. Like they've done an episode of that, like about her surrogate. Do you think on the show?
I don't know.
Or do you think it's like on the DL?
They're still running. Their show's still running. I don't keep up with it, so I really have no idea.
I haven't watched it in a while, but
and I feel like since it's so new, like the talk about her, that I don't know if the episode would have come out yet or not. I know they always talk about expanding the family though on the show. So they talked about several times, and which also leads me to think like I know Chloe like always tried to have her own kids and she never could.
Really?
Yeah, with Lamar. I don't know if I think it was her that couldn't. She couldn't hold, but I mean that's just kind of crazy to think like if you couldn't, then why couldn't she go and get a surrogate? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she wanted a family so bad, and then when it didn't work out with Lamar, and then everything that happened, and now she's with someone else. But like if she would have thought about that, or if she could have done that, then they probably should have. She wanted a family that bad.
Yeah. I wonder why they considered the surrogate more than an adoption. You know what I mean? Like, did they maybe like? I feel like with adoption, you have kind of like less problem, less of a risk. You know what I mean? Like the child's already there.
Yeah.
You know, instead
like,
of this,
no
the other side, you have like you have to go through the pregnancy, you have to go through like the hospital, like the birth, and then like you don't really know how the child's gonna come out per se.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's her own, like it's her own eggs, right?
Yeah.
That she.
Yeah, but like, what could happen in the time span of like getting pregnant to like delivering the baby? But once you already know, like adoption, the baby's already there, so you know there was no like real complications during it to where.
Yeah. But I wonder why they chose that.
I mean, maybe they just wanted to have like enough of their own, and then maybe they'll expand and then adopt. So maybe this is their last. They wanted 3, you know, and like, okay, she couldn't do it, so they're just gonna get a surrogate. Like maybe they won't have 3, maybe they'll have like 4.
I didn't really see her as a mom.
Mother?
Yeah, like But I guess
I haven't really seen her, like, I didn't watch the show whenever she had North. Is that the first one?
yeah, I always see like little clips. She
Yeah.
seems like she's very like loving towards her. Like just
It's just hard to think about celebrities and like them being anything other than
a celebrity.
Like, you can't think of them being like a mom.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
But I feel like her surrogate now, I feel like she's gonna get famous. If she's not already famous, you know? Like,
if they show her, like if they share enough about her and people find out who she is,
I
then
feel like
yeah.
she'll need.
But it would also depend on her, like, you know, is she allowed to say, hey, I'm Kim Kardashian's surrogate, or, you know, I did this, you know, like, would she be allowed to say that?
I don't feel like she would. I really don't. I feel like she'd have to sign some kind of contract where it's like, hey, you cannot talk about this.
Yeah. Like,
and like, I feel like she has to be watched, like, all the time.
probably,
and you would have to know that ahead of time, like, going in, because she can't be, like, can't go that risk of it.
Yeah, because if they, like, I don't know, if they definitely, like, show her face, she will become, like, I haven't seen anything about it, so.
What I read is that the baby's actually due in January.
Really?
So that they already went through the process.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's on the internet, so I don't know if it's true. But we could just be talking about a topic that's not even real. But like, what if it were? I don't know.
I mean, it's real, like, the real world itself. We
Yeah.
just don't, obviously, you never know with celebrities. But still, it's a topic, like, you know, what about especially, like, people that are, how do you say, like, it's so controversial, like, especially with religious people. It's kind of like, you know, like, it has, like, that's you, like, you can't, like, it's not right, morally right in a way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know any religion that actually, I'm sure there is, I just haven't heard of any, because I know a lot of them believe that it's going to be all natural and from you and whatnot. I just don't know. I don't even know what religion she's a part of.
Who, Kim?
If she is. I don't know.
She's
Yeah,
not
I don't know.
Catholic.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it is. But, yeah, I don't know. It would just be.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like she has to know her. Like, unless I don't think they'd get like a random person. Just, I feel like there has to be some connection. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
It's probably like some close family friend or friend of hers that nobody knows about.
Yeah. And I feel like they've had to have a child before that, though. Like, the surrogates had to have either her own child or has done this before.
Could be. So, wouldn't that, as like the surrogate, like I feel like that's so emotionally and mentally draining.
Yeah. I feel like as a woman, though, to carry a child that's not yours, it's like, are you really attached to it? Like, I feel like if it's in there, like, you're obviously going to be attached to it. So when it comes out, like, what kind of attachment are they allowed to have? Like, how much of it?
And even after they have the baby, are they just...
Especially if there's someone they know and they hang around as the kid is growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you feel? Like, you know, and you see their parents doing something and you think, no, that's my child. This is
Like,
how
can
it
they
should
really
be.
think that that's their child if, like, there's no DNA attached? You just carry the child.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Is there a possible connection there? I feel like there is. I just feel like there would have to be.
I feel like it's more if it would be the woman's eggs, but if it's the other girl's eggs into her, then she doesn't really get to have.
Yeah, she doesn't really have a right to be, but like, I just don't know how. I feel like how I would feel if I had someone else's baby that I had to carry and had nothing to do with me. I'm just carrying it.
I feel like that's also another thing. Are they gonna like let the child know that it wasn't carried by her? You know, like.
I don't feel like that'd be like.
Would you tell your kid like, hey, I didn't have you, but you're still mine?
I would have to wait until they fully understood what that meant. Like, hey, mommy couldn't hold you because there would be too many complications, and I don't know if you would have, came out, and I don't know if we would have survived it or something. Like, you had to be held by somebody else.
Yeah.
But you're mine, completely. That'd be kind of hard to.
But I feel like even if the child knew, like, how would they respond, like, with the person that carried them, like when they're older, like, hey,
It's like adoption, like when you find out those aren't your real parents and you go looking for.
Yeah,
real
I mean, I don't know if
because,
that's going to be like a story later on, like, oh.
I feel like they would. I feel like you would want them to be like a part of their life in some way. That's why I feel like she'd have to know the person. You know, like a family friend. Like you'd still be around, like. Because I feel like I would want to see the person that I gave birth to. That's not mine. You're just gotta like you're just connected in that kind of way. Like inside me for 9 months, like I carried you. I'll take like how your parents say, "Can I bring you this where I'll take you out?" Like obviously you can't, but like you brought them into this world.
Then again, I feel like it could be on like the opposite side. Like they wanted strangers, so that in a way they wouldn't want to worry about.
I know some
the
people
connection.
do that. They like look to see, and like I know some people have put like they even put ads out, and they're like, "Hey, we're looking for a surrogate," and they want nothing to do afterwards.
Yeah,
that's just that's so risky though. Not in the sense where like they probably won't be attached and you just part your ways and never see each other again. You pay them and bye. But yeah, I would just if I had to get a surrogate, I would have to like watch them closely. Like you're carrying like precious cargo right now, and you would either have to stay in my house, or I would have to like. We'd have to be really super
just
close.
Have like
distance. Like I'd have to be your neighbor or something for like 9 months. Because what if they do drugs and you don't you don't see that? You know, what if they get super depressed that they're carrying a child that's not theirs, and they run off?
And that happens
with your child.
That really happens. You like people get depressed and like and stuff. That's just.
I mean, they get super moody and I'm not pregnant, but I know they get super moody and whatnot and.
But I don't know, I feel like they do have a contract, like a strict contract, like saying like what they can and can't do, about carrying a child.
Well, especially in this situation, like with Kim, like she's such a big celebrity, especially like it's Kim and Kanye. There's such a big thing that it would have to be someone.
I feel like that's kind of risky though, because someone could just be like, oh, I'm carrying their child, like if it's like a person that they don't know, then there's always...
I feel like the best option would be a family friend that has their own family and has maybe like 3 or so kids. They have their own kids. They're established. They might be a little like her age or a little older. And like, you know what? You can't have the child. I want to do this for you.
Yeah.
And like hold your child. Like
it's like
I've had healthy babies on time, delivered like 8 pounds, whatever.
That's another thing though. That like, do you think they asked or someone offered? Like that's. Another thing, like it's so risky, like asking. You think someone is close, and you're like, hey, I can't have my kids. Would you want to help me out? Like,
I still get $40,000. Sure.
Like that's another thing. Like I wonder, whether someone offered or if they offered someone. $40,000 is a lot of money.
It could be like they had talked about it and they're like, we can't have another child because I can't hold it, and the word got around and like the family or family friends and they're like, you know what, I can do it.
I feel like Chris would
reach out.
Chris would look for someone.
Yeah.
That would be.
What if it is Chris? Did you think of that?
That would be crazy. She can't have kids, I don't think.
Why not? Oh yeah,
she's
older. Really old. She don't look like it,
but she's older.
She's really old. What about Courtney then?
Yeah.
She's
had her kids.
Yeah. She had 2 or 3.
I think it's 2. Maybe.
All right, well, I believe we hit our time.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
We're getting some likes. Hey guys.
Oh yeah, we didn't even acknowledge all
Someone's
that.
liking them. What are they saying?
Let's see. It says.
Probably stop it.
I don't know how to.
What are the comments? You can't read them?
I'm not sure. It's 24 minutes. I think that's enough.
How do you stop it?
How do I stop recording? I don't know.
Ask the people that are...
Hey people, how do you stop recording this?
What's the top say?
Does it go live and you just can't?
Do you just exit it off?
Maybe. Could be. All right. Bye, friends.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.